welcome back to the channel. This is Emma and Georgia, and today we are watching Never Have I Ever, Season 3, Episode 9. If you want to watch our uncut season reactions, link to the Patreon is down below.
Last episode, Devi was wanting to have some horizontal time with Des. So she hatched this whole plan about throwing a game night, and she sent her whole family off to watch a ballet thingy. But naturally, things went wrong. Des brought some friends, and one of them was a real dick. He was going through a hard time, but he was still a dick. He found an old racket of Davy's dad's and he was hitting things with it, and it kind of brought up that trauma again for Devi, because she realised that she is overcoming her grief and she is moving on, but it feels unfair to her dad to become happier. And I totally see where she's coming from, because you do feel that guilt when you lose someone. When you move on without realising it almost feels like you're insulting their memory, but you're really not. It's just a natural part of life.
It is, and I think back to season 1 when we had that really emotional scene where they scattered his ashes in the ocean, and just seeing her progression from then to now, like Devi has been a wreck at different points of these seasons, and seeing her recently, it kind of just makes you think that she really has grown and moved on from the trauma of losing her dad. Although we do get flashbacks, I think they're instead of a like sad way, they're more of an uplifting and happy way. We see his flashbacks now.
Yeah.
They're like in a way that she's moving on, like they're flashbacks to look back on, to put a smile on your face instead of bawling your eyes out in just utter grief.
And I've just had a thought, because she has made so much progress with regards to her grief. I could so see them having a scene like in the very final episode of the show or something where she leaves her therapist, and I think that is going to be such an emotional scene.
I have cried in points of this show. I will probably cry again. Like,
yeah, I can see it now.
With stuff like that. We've really seen them grow attached, like Devi and her therapist. Like they've got a really like unconventional relationship where they joke around, and Devi treats her like one of the girls, and there's gonna come a day when she doesn't need to talk to her anymore about her problems, and it's gonna be hard.
There was a moment between Devi and Paxton too that Des walked in on, and he got the wrong end of the stick. And so there was a little bit of, I love how there was a little bit of conflict there, but Devi was like, oh, I can deal with that later, but the racket is the most important thing. Like, she knew she knew she could fix it so easily, and she did. They handled it very maturely, that ending conversation, but they went to have their horizontal time, and Des's mum walked in.
Oh, literally, we thought, because we talked last episode about this whole show and it's been leading up to Devi losing her virginity, and I thought for a minute that it was gonna happen. My god, the amount of times I get interrupted, I am scared for the intervention those two are about to have with their mums.
From both mothers, and the grandmother if she's there too.
I know, everyone. I'm scared for them, and honestly, like, how old is Devi in this show?
17 maybe?
17?
16, 17.
I mean, she's still underage, but I don't know, like, they could be a bit mature about the situation, I'm hoping.
I mean, I feel like it's only natural that they are allowed to have romantic partners, but we'll see how they handle it, whether they'll scold them too much or not.
Jig was up.
Uh-oh.
Devi and Des have been caught.
She's already around.
Des, honey, do you know where my credit card is?
And we're now in the dugout, waiting to be ejected from the stadium.
They both look terrified.
But I'm afraid this is a no.
Look at Nalini and her
I've
fingers.
had girlfriends before.
I get that, honey, but Nalini doesn't allow Devi to date, and we have to respect her boundaries.
Oh God, look at her face.
God, no, she's about to blow up.
I'm going to allow it.
What?
Huh?
I'd obviously rather you not date until you have received an advanced degree of some sort, but since you insist on disobeying me constantly, I'm just going to take a win where I can get one.
Well, because he's
Excuse me?
Indian.
The riffraff I've got my daughter with, he's a polite Indian boy with a bright future, and aside from this nonsense, he's actually been a good influence on her.
Too bad it won't last.
Look at him, his smile. He's like beaming.
I approve.
Hold the
Wow.
damn phone.
Hold
Is
the
Davy
damn
really allowed to have a
phone.
boyfriend for the first time ever?
Holy shit, this kicks ass.
Quiet reaction.
Great impression on his mum.
I have a whole itinerary. On Friday, he's coming to my orchestra concert with our moms. On Saturday, we're bowling. And on Sunday, we're gonna PDA up by the Hollywood set. I've been dating Trent for over a year. Did I
Has
really
she?
have to penis probs?
What?
No.
No.
Actually, the hold up.
You? Antique. I don't want my first time to be on Trent's trundle bed atop bong water stains.
Okay, then what do you want for your first time?
To be standing on a windswept moor wearing a bodice when suddenly a caped nobleman appears and we make love against the bricks of an old abbey.
Very Wuthering
Not asking
Heights.
for much.
If I have to spell it out for him, it ruins the romance.
But Trent is
Then
never
we
going to
never
pick
have
up on that.
sex.
Well, that's a
No,
price I'm
Trent,
willing to
it's-
pay.
Trent, he's not that.
Someone should give him a heads up.
He was preferable to the other lowlives she's caught me with.
Hey, I thought your mom and I had a good rapport. Mom's not worried at all about you being with him, then he's gonna be a real dickless beta. Like a full Ken doll.
Then you'll get to see us as a couple. And see that Des isn't dickless at all.
Ew. Why would I see that?
You know what I mean.
Recording. Let's see if baby boy got into college.
Oh my god, we're here.
I'm in. Yes! I got into college! Yes! How's
I love how they're
Long Beach? Oh
recording
my
this.
god!
Love how Eleanor's there
Congratulations, you get to go
too.
to school near
I
one of
know.
America's busiest ports.
Oh shit! I got in!
Wait,
Oh my
You're going
god!
to two places.
Trent
I
is
didn't think I
not
could get
happy
there.
with that
Why
one.
did you apply
Trent's
that?
face is priceless.
I have to move.
Well, it's a good thing that's your second choice.
I
Congrats, buddy.
choose it though, Trent. Oh,
I'm
for
happy.
Paxton.
Yeah, I'm happy for him.
He's put so much into that.
For the
He
first
deserves
time,
it.
Davy could experience teen romance without the fear of bringing shame upon her family.
This is going kinda well. Did you see your mom give me a hug in the parking lot?
What?
She likes you. Des, are you being like hella cute right now?
I like to think of it as cute, sexy, but call it what you will.
I'm so surprised with these two that they're actually making it work. Like,
You know what I
so-
call it? Too good to be true.
You should know that I'm still 35% in character from rehearsal.
That's fine. So listen, I've been thinking, and I really want to go to ASU, but I need you.
To help you tell Trent because he's gonna freak?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do that. When do you want to talk to him?
Trent!
He's not
Come in.
wasting any time.
wow, okay. Eleanor is still 35% in character.
I am moving to Arizona next year.
Oh.
You guys can't smooth this betrayal over with tasty little squirmies?
Not a betrayal.
Yes, it
What is Trent doing after school,
What about the band
actually?
that we were gonna start? Or the men's flip-flop line?
Oh, that.
He's doing a flip-flop line.
See you never.
Dude,
Oh, give him time. Trent will come around.
It's actually been 2 years since our last spring concert. Because
Oh,
as you may
the
remember,
last
I
one.
was a contestant on
The last one was when her
Survivor
dad
last
had a
spring.
heart attack.
If I had a chance to do it again, I would make less enemies.
Oh!
Oh, God.
She'd forgotten that this was her first orchestra concert since the orchestra concert.
Oh, no.
I saw my dad in the audience.
Okay, okay. Let's just take some deep breaths, okay? Inhale. Exhale.
She overcomes this, then she should be really proud of herself.
I'm so sorry. I feel embarrassed.
No, don't be. I am here for you, okay, honey? No, just tell me what happened.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've been doing really well recently.
This is bound to be a reminder.
Grief is an expression of love. This happened because of how much you love your dad. And he loved you so much too.
Nice bonding moment for them.
I know. Getting in with the mum-in-law.
Davy overcame her orchestra-centric PTSD with the help of, let's be honest, basically her mother-in-law. As she
Like I
played the
said.
shit out of List, she felt like nothing could bring her down.
Why do I feel like this is also too good to be true? Why do I feel like something's gonna go wrong?
I know, I'm just waiting for it.
I'm not sure about you two dating.
What? Why?
Because, honey, I don't think Devi is right for you.
Don't get me wrong, she's
Ben.
a wonderful girl, but earlier tonight, I found her on the bathroom floor hysterical.
She said she saw her dead father in the audience.
What? I'm taking back my comment of her being genuinely nice.
What happened to everything you just said to her?
It's fine.
It's not fine. You are too young to have to deal with all of that. I want you to end this.
No.
And I'm not going to change my mind.
I hate her.
Everything she portrays, she's just a liar.
It would be my
Everything,
pleasure.
her whole
Oh,
brand,
I
her whole...
wish, but we should really head home. Thank you, though, for such a wonderful night.
Me too in the garden.
Oh, but
Ben's
Ben
heard
shouldn't
all
really
of
tell
this.
her that. But...
I know.
Des had felt a little distant all week.
Hey,
His
it's
mum's
been a
got
minute.
in his head.
Hang this weekend?
I forgot to tell you I'm going to Stanford this weekend to scope out housing. Text you when I get back.
At the concert, I overheard Dez's mom tell him that he has to break up with you.
What? That's impossible. Rhyah loves me.
She said you have a lot of problems and that he needed to end it. I'm really sorry. Right, he's pulling a slow fade.
You know what, Ben? You've been throwing digs at Des since you've met him. You're just jealous because you're lonely and miserable and you want everyone else to be as unhappy as you are.
We knew this was going to be the reaction. How can she react good?
Paxton.
I always carve a tombstone with Traxton written on it.
Trent, I'm your girlfriend. Talk to me.
I just don't understand why everyone always has to leave.
But friends don't hold each other back.
Why don't you go to Arizona too? Enjoy not having daylight savings time.
You know what, Trent? Grow up. Something great
Okay,
happened to your
she's
best friend, and you're
ripping
being
into him.
selfish. They just went live from Dark Roast, and you can see Des in the reflection of their sunglasses.
Oh my
Oh
god.
no.
Oh,
The slow
Stanford's going.
fade begins.
Send a pic.
It's beautiful here. I love the
That is
architecture.
so cropped.
Oh my god.
That's
What an
so
asshole.
cropped.
We have to confront him.
Davey, I can explain.
Can
Explain
you?
what? That you and your mom decided to break up with me, but you didn't want to let me know?
I'm sorry I lied to you. I just didn't know what to do. I mean, I really don't want to break up.
Then don't.
I can't go against her. She's my mom.
I go against my mom like 40
Yeah,
times a day.
come on, grow some balls, Des.
Ben was right. He is dickless.
What is this bullshit?
And she walked in and saw that.
Davy!
Oh my.
Davy Vishwa Kumar, come with me.
Oh, as if you have a right.
She taken?
Oh, at least the trip wasn't in vain.
Swings and roundabouts.
You're not allowed to make a new
Oh.
best friend there.
Oh, he's so cute.
No one can take your place, bro. You're my #1 boy.
Bring it in, my sweet prince.
Okay, I didn't know that.
You and I will always be friends.
Yeah. Eleanor said the same thing.
She's really dope. Don't mess that up.
Take her to the moors.
I think it's best we pump the brakes on this relationship.
Oh.
As much as I love Davy,
You don't love me. I heard what you said.
I never said that. All I
Mom.
said...
Yes, she did.
Just admit it.
Go
You've
on,
been caught
Des.
out.
Okay, yes, I suggested that Des end things, but I was just thinking of what's best for both of our kids.
How dare you come to my house and talk about my daughter this way? Davy does not have problems.
Oh.
She's just been through something unimaginable.
It's not
that
like
would
she
break
caused
someone
that
as flimsy as
problem.
you in an instant, and she has persevered.
How can you talk to me like that, Nalini?
Shut up.
If you will excuse me, I need to eat a bag of heavily processed bugle chips.
Yeah, Des, I expected more from you, man.
I really am sorry.
Me too.
Will you be okay if they're endgame now?
No, I don't want them as endgame anymore.
I actually thought for a second that I was gonna be able to live a normal life, but I guess I'm too much of a freak for that.
You're not a freak. Don't listen to a word of what Rhyah said.
Thought I saw Dad in the audience.
That's okay. I see him everywhere. Once I thought I saw him cut me off in traffic, and I followed that man home.
What if nobody ever loves me because I'm always too much?
It's not the
You're
case
never
at
too
all.
much, and you're always enough.
You need to find someone that loves you for
I
you.
love you too, Mom.
I always like the moments she has with her mom like this.
Me too.
That is. Oh my god. Yes! This is what we have been waiting for.
Oh my god.
Your back is perfect, just like the rest of you.
Okay.
Go off, Trent.
Eleanor,
Come on.
forgive me, for I have been a dick or whatever.
You were right about Paxton. Everything I need is right here.
Jonah, you better start working on a new bodice because this one's about to get shredded.
Ew.
Could you wait 2 minutes?
They are best couple and do not tell me otherwise.
Are you drawing?
Yeah, if you must know, I do it to relieve my stress. Is there something you need?
I'm really sorry about what I said. I don't think you're miserable. You're more like a lovable crank.
This apology's really bad.
Yeah.
You're not gonna die a virgin.
I don't know, man. It's not looking good.
Hey, if you're still a virgin on your deathbed, I'll come and have sex with you.
Thanks for that.
Here, good for one free boink.
Great.
Ew.
Yeah, this definitely makes me feel less pathetic.
You're welcome.
Davy and Ben are incoming. I can feel it.
She just
No,
had a look
it's
to the
just
future.
friends.
Oh.
Yes.
I'm going to
Paxton
ASU.
is incoming.
Wow. Or maybe to the
They're a
past.
trio.
XOXO, John
Literally,
McEnroe.
they might as well be polyamorous at this point.
Oh, one episode to go.
Literally, one episode, and I don't know how they're building this up. Obviously, Des is out the picture now. And Paxton's going to Arizona. Like,
yeah,
maybe this is preparing for a Davy and Ben situ. I don't know.
Oh, it's their time.
It's been a while since I remember when they were in that little movie theater and they kissed, and that was big. That feels like forever ago.
Yeah, that was so long ago.
So maybe it is time. And I'm not too crazy about it, because obviously I prefer her and Paxton, but he's going away, and I don't know if long distance is going to be it.
That's what I'm scared of. I hate it when shows do it with people in two separate locations, and Paxton's storyline would have to be really good for me to enjoy it. Because when it's set in two different places, I always think that's when shows go downhill. And I know it's the last season, but having Paxton out of the crew, it just feels wrong.
I know, like I always feel like it won't be complete. You know, without him there it won't flow. Like we're gonna get jump cuts to him in another location and not with the gang. Like maybe they won't show him as much and he'll just come down to visit. I hope they include him a lot more. You know, I love the bromance with him and Trent. That was very, very adorable this episode with those two. Like Trent and him, they really have like such a solid and cute friendship. Like
Paxton is the gift that keeps on giving.
Truly is. They're like two peas in a pod, and you know, to see Paxton go, it's really sad, and I hope him and Trent are still best buds and he comes down a lot to see him.
Yeah, I can only imagine what Trent is going to be like popping in next season. Him coming in saying, hey guys, buy my flip-flops or something. He's going to have such a stupid venture. I just know it.
Yeah, and I still can't believe him and Eleanor have been together for a year.
Yeah. See, that's what I think the next season will probably be set over a year as well then.
They'll be together for 2 years. It only feels like yesterday.
Crazy. We
Really
don't realise
strange.
how much time passes in each season. We're like, oh, Davy, you need some time to be by yourself, and then she's probably been on her own for 8 months.
I know, like, I don't think about the time jumps when we watch, especially Never Have I Ever. I always just don't think that there's time jumps, but clearly there is.
Yeah.
Like, it all just seems to mesh into one because they're in high school, so it all just feels the same. So I don't like associate a time jump in there.
With these kind of shows, I always just imagine that a week passes in between each episode and that's it. But the fact that this has been set across a whole year is absolutely crazy. And
doesn't feel like it.
My God, Des's mum, what a downfall.
Literally a complete personality 180. What happened to her? She just suddenly became a bitch.
I know, she was so good at being fake.
So that whole thing in the bathroom wasn't real. Like, she was just faking it.
I think she knew it was the right thing to say, but she just didn't want that imposed on her son. And we kind of had a little snippet of her saying in an earlier episode when she was helping Nalini clear out the grandmother's hoarding in the garage. They were talking about Mohan and she was like, God, I'm so thankful for my life, that my life has been so easy.
Yeah.
I really feel for you. And then it's clear that she just wants to keep her life stress-free. And in a way, I don't blame her for not wanting that, because who wants to have like grief imposed on you? But I think to say that he shouldn't be with someone who has problems is really insulting, because they've gone through something that no family should ever have to even imagine. And she's like, oh, she has problems, you just continue on with your bright future because she clearly doesn't have one.
I cannot tell you how mad that made me when she was talking to Des about breaking up with Devi. That their relationship, number one, has nothing to do with her. That is her son. Her son can date whoever he wants, and it is not her business. And for her to just say to him, Devi has baggage, you know, she's got problems, she's got all of this grief, like, I don't want that on you. I wanted Des to stand up for Devi. I know that's his mother, and obviously you're inclined to side with her, but this was totally off the mark. Like, surely you can see how delusional your own mother is, like, saying that. I couldn't believe the words that were coming out of her mouth. And he clearly seems used to it, because he was like, yeah, okay. And he didn't fight for Devi at all. He didn't fight for her at all.
The only saving grace that he has for me is when they were telling Nalini about it, and Rhyah went, oh, I didn't say that at all. He went, Mum, come on, tell the truth. So that he did that one thing because he knew it was the right thing, but he didn't stand up to her in any other context.
I think he's just sorry that she got caught and that this inconvenience happened. I don't really see that sorry as genuine at all.
Oh, I love to hear how much you've turned on Des.
Honestly, I thought Des was a real one. I thought his mom was nice. Turns out they're both just horrible people. Like, her more so. Like, she is two-faced. I hate two-faced people. Two-faced and fake. And he is just a beta male that submits to his mummy when she throws her toys at the pram. Like, it is so... it's so crazy to me. Like, this... he's not a kid. She's treating him like a kid, and he acts like a kid. Like, it's so stupid. Devi deserves so much better. I'm excited for next episode. How are they going to end this?
Yes, the finale. We'll see what happens.
I know. Is she going to end up with someone? Is it going to just be, again, that uncertainty where is it Paxton or is it Ben? This whole thing between either one, it's been going on for ages.
My prediction is season 1 ended with, or is it going to be Paxton or Ben? Season 2 ended with, it's Paxton. Season 3 I think will end with another, is it Paxton or Ben? And then season 4 it will end up with Ben.
Oh, I thought you were going to say it's going to end up with Ben this season. And then maybe next season is it Paxton or Ben? You know, really spice it up a bit.
Oh, well, that could be another thing. Well, no, because if they end the show saying, is it Paxton or Ben? Then...
directors are cruel, writers are cruel. They will leave viewers still wondering in this constant limbo if she has an end game with either one. I can totally see it coming. I'm preparing myself for it.
Having an open ending to this love triangle would render the whole thing pointless.
I know, so many shows do it though.
That's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching our reaction to Season 3, Episode 9 of Never Have I Ever. If you want to watch our uncut reactions to Never Have I Ever, the link to the Patreon page will be in the description below. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time for Episode 10. Bye!
Bye!